few daily housekeeping notes to get us started. Josh Hamilton is off to a slow start, but he makes his much anticipated return to Arlington, Texas this afternoon. If you're playing daily fantasy and think he's going to stroll into town with a chip on his shoulder and something to prove, now's definitely the time to use him. And Billy Butler is going to play first base against the Phillies in the Royals weekend series starting today. This is different than how manager Ned Yost used to do it because Butler would normally sit in National League parks. Butler had a breakout year last season and should be starting in all formats. And now on to some prospect talk. The Indians announced Thursday that starting pitcher Trevor Bauer will make Saturday's start against the Rays in Tampa in place of injured starter Scott Kazmir. Bauer was obtained this winter from Arizona and is a unanimous top 20 prospect according to preseason publications. He was an extremely hyped minor leaguer last season, owned in almost 70% of leagues even before his call-up. But when he got his shot, he was knocked around. This is an opportunity for you to take advantage. Poor performances in Bauer's 4 major league starts will likely throw many off his scent. My sources tell me not to be fooled, however, as Bauer was pitching with a groin injury and is definitely one of the better pitching prospects in the game. Use this to your advantage in keeper leagues. Trevor Bauer is going to be a quality major league pitcher. A memo to anyone saving their fab money to spend on Mets hotshot pitching prospect Zack Wheeler. Wheeler threw 86 pitches in just 3 1/3 innings for AAA Las Vegas yesterday. He gave up 2 runs, walking 3, throwing a wild pitch that ricocheted off the backstop and hit the bat boy in the head. The bat boy's alright, but Wheeler's going to be a while. Alright, it's time to do a little Fantasy Baseball 101. Phillies starter Cliff Lee, who either lost or received a no decision in his first 13 starts last season, threw a gem last night, allowing 2 hits, striking out 8, walking no one, getting the win. Those of you who shied away from him on draft day because of his 6-9 record last year were simply ignorant. This is a perfect example of why you should simply evaluate pitchers on their metrics and not factor a pitcher's win total into your draft or trade evaluation process. Getting a win is much more random stat than you might think. Look no further than King Felix or Zach Greinke's Cy Young seasons to prove my point. This is a mistake we often see repeated by people who watch the show, and hopefully one that won't continue. And last up, it's one question, one comment. Ragnar Daneshjold tweets, should I drop Jeremy Hellickson for Shelby Miller? Ragnar, no! Shelby Miller was a top prospect for the Cardinals, but that was until he got on the pitcher's mound in AAA. He's a 5th starter by the skin of his teeth at the moment and needs to prove himself at the major league level. Hellickson is already an accomplished major league pitcher with a proven track record to build on. Now look, Miller's only 22 and definitely someone you want to track. In fact, if you were in a keeper league, I would tell you to nab him because he does have talent. But you don't want to drop Hellickson for Miller, especially in a non-keeper league. On Wednesday, I filed an injury report on Mets pitcher Shaun Marcum. Let's take a look. Just one injury of note to report. Mets starting pitcher Shaun Marcum suffered a setback Tuesday, and his upcoming start this weekend has been scratched due to pain in his neck. Marcum will be reevaluated today and will remain on the disabled list. Aaron Laffey is expected to start in Marcum's place, and that's no joke. That was Wednesday. On Thursday, Marcum found out that his MRI revealed nerve inflammation in his neck, and he received trigger point injections to treat the problem. Marcum is new to the Mets and obviously has no idea what happens when injured players get treatment from Mets doctors. To put things in perspective, this is a team that can't keep their mascot healthy. These are the same doctors that put Carlos Delgado on a plane with a concussion, sent Jason Bay back on the field with a concussion just so he can hit his head again. They misdiagnosed and mistreated Carlos Beltran's knee, Jose Reyes' hamstring, Ike Davis's foot, Johan Santana's shoulder, and just about every part of the body of anyone whose name has appeared on the Mets DL for the better part of the last decade. Shaun, do yourself a favor. Find yourself a good doctor not affiliated with the Mets and let him treat you. Your career may depend on it. That's all for today, folks. For RotoExperts, I'm Mike Cardano.